Hello and welcome to a review of the original Omnitrix toy from Ben 10. This came out in 2006 with what I understand, and all these years later it's still such a cool toy. I'm 22 years old, I have lots of Lego, I play with props and costumes, so to find toys like this for me, despite, being 22, for me it's like, oh my god, it's such a cool toy, all these memories as well. So this is the original Omnitrix from the first season of Ben 10. In my opinion, this is the coolest looking version of the Omnitrix. Some people are going to disagree with me, of course, but that's very fair. Recently, I made a customized version of this very toy, which I have here. I will be using this for some elements of this video because this one is actually the first one I got. This customized version was the second because this one in particular no longer works. So I can show off what it looks like, but for the lights and sounds, the prop is going to come into play. So this is fairly small for what it is, but at the same time I don't think it needs to be any more complicated. If I just put that on my wrist there, not going to actually put it on just yet. It is not too massive. I mean, when you look at the real thing, maybe it should come out to be about, I don't know, that wide. But when I was making my prop, it wasn't actually as big as I thought it should be, but nonetheless it doesn't need to be too big, because obviously this is designed for a kid. The straps are made out of silicone, I believe. It's like a rubbery sort of thing. I do believe this to be silicone. When I was cutting through this, I don't know if I've actually got them anywhere. No, I don't. Oh yeah, I do. Aha. Over here. So when I was making my prop, I was able to cut through this fairly easily. And depending on how well you can see that, that doesn't look rubbery. Like I put my finger along there and just looking at it, that must be silicone, right? If it's rubber, then fine. If it's silicone, then lucky me for getting it correct, I suppose. But it's a very sturdy handle. You can twist this, you can try and rip it. It doesn't matter. That's not coming off. That's not breaking. Unless you use a pair of scissors or a knife to intentionally cut it off. Now, you can also see, I think it'd be better to actually use the straps for this instance. So the way that the strap is made, there is one on each side to obviously be done like that. 3 hook sections are on one side of the strap, with 4 hole sections on the other. So the idea is to kind of hook them into one position, obviously one that fits for you. And it's a bit difficult here. There we go. That's in. Pull it forward slightly so now that's not coming off. So kind of just to show off this way to give you a better understanding, because I don't think that really worked too well. So we're going to actually get them in shot. So that would fit into the hole there. And then that would move upwards so it's actually hooked in. If I try and show you this sideways to give you an understanding what I mean by hooked in, there we go. So you can see along there, there's a stand on one side, but there's a gap on the other. So when that does get strapped together, you can pull it forwards and that's not coming undone. And I think that is really good. There is another Ben 10 Omnitrix toy that I have, which I will be doing its own review video on, that doesn't have that hook system. And I'm having a bit of trouble actually keeping it on my wrist, which is a bit of a shame because it's nice to have another Omnitrix toy because it's a really cool toy. So back to this one then, getting a look at the midsection, the main event itself. So if I kind of just, well, yeah, that's about it. If I just hook these around so we can actually look at the main watch. There we go. So this is basically what it looks like. If you ever saw the original Ben 10 series, it's fairly close. Again, it should be a little bit wider, and the strap personally I think should be a little bit thicker, which lets me make it my prop. But all the same, I think this is very accurate to what was shown in the TV series. The only thing that isn't accurate is the dial in the middle here. So when you were, oh, let me start that again. When you press this button, that should come out in one section, but because this is a very old and kind of broken version, that should come out as one. So I'm going to press that one more time, hopefully it works. There we go. Bit of force needed, but at the same time, you don't need that much energy. Now, in the TV series, these would cross over, so there would be like a green diamond in the middle, and that would showcase the alien that Ben could transform into. But for this toy, the aliens are actually shown a little screen down there. Now, I'll swap over to the prop in just a moment to better showcase that. There will be some lights in this kind of middle section here, and of course the relating sounds as well, but it will light up the alien that's on display. There are 10 options. I went through all the aliens in my prop video. I'll try and go through them again as well when I get the other version, just to show them off. But after you select it, you press it down, some more noises go off, and you have 60 seconds to kind of have a bit of fun before another sound effect plays off that represents you transforming back into your human form. So, I'm going to swap over now. For the toy, this is the same toy piece that was shown just a moment ago. The only difference is I have modified the strap. The toy section itself hasn't been changed at all. So on the side, you can kind of just see it there. There are 3 switches. Well, it's 1 switch with 3 sections, I should say. Off, try me in the middle, and on all the way. If I go to try me in the middle, just to show you what it would be like as if it was in the store, just pressing the button will activate a few sounds and lights. I'm pressing this lightly, not intentionally bringing this top section out. Even then it won't change anything. So that sound effect's being played there is the transformation sound. So if you had this on the original on section, if you press this up and then slammed it to transform into an alien, that's the sound it will play once you slam this down. After 60 seconds, the following sound will play. And that's the sound you would hear when you transform back into an alien. One thing I thought was quite interesting from the TV series, that this original version of the Omnitrix gave Ben 10 minutes as an alien. This toy version gives you 1 minute. So just to go over all of the aliens one more time, let me actually put this on and activate it. Okay, that's something I've had a few problems with. Pressing it in a certain position doesn't play that whole sound, which is quite annoying. So hopefully if I can do it right this time. There we go. So let me see how well you can get. Can you kind of see it? Okay, that's as good as I can get it. Sadly, because the camera I'm using is the kind of front camera on my phone, I can't get it to focus, so I'm so sorry. So we have 10 aliens to choose from. Just trying to get it to choose. Okay, I think we'll have to go from there. Pardon me. So we got Grey Matter, Upgrade, Ghost Freak, Wild Mutt, Heat Blast. I'm doing this in the reverse order. It should be that way, but I'm looking at the phone, which is mirrored. We got Stinkfly. Yeah, I think that's the name. Diamond Head, Accelerate, Ripjaw, Forearms, and back to Grey Matter. So now this is in the on section. The lights and the sounds are still active when this top piece is being elevated. You push it down. You then get that other sound. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn that back off because I want to play that sound again. But the idea is that when you turn it on, press the button, that goes upwards, press it down, and there we go. Need to be a bit careful there, I don't want to break the strap. So, all in all, going back to the main toy now, I still think this is a very cool toy. I'm 22, I shouldn't be playing with this too much, but every now and then I'll look back at this and go, you know what, it just brings back memories for me. This was just so cool. I absolutely love this, which is why I went to make the prop. How many times have I said that in this video? I think about 5 or 6 now, but you get the idea. If you go back and watch Ben 10, for younger viewers that is, if you can get yourself an Omnitrix toy, then go for it. I really do think it's one of the cooler toys you could have. Especially in this kind of day and age where you can celebrate being nerdy, and this is definitely the kind of toy that you would definitely celebrate, like going to a convention going, oh, look at my watch, you could definitely dance around and role play with other people. It'd be so much fun, it'd be really cool. All in all, this toy, I don't know if you'll be able to get one of these. I think you can get one on eBay for about 20 to 30 pounds, which is a lot. I think when this first came out, it was much cheaper. I'd say about 15 pounds maybe, but that was so many years ago. All in all, love this toy so much. It brings back so many memories, and I'm glad I made my version because it's just really cool. I love this so much. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.